Hi everyone, afternoon. I had to double check that about the time. Welcome to, I'm not going to pretend I know which number this is. I'm going to guess maybe 19, maybe completely wrong about what segment order this is. Maybe somebody who's a keen watcher might be able to update us. But welcome. If you've never caught us before, caught us. I'm Anna and I work for the Children's Society. I have been for now 2 years, which whew, time flies when you're having fun. And as you know, we're in a bit of a pandemic right now, and I'm sure many of you are still feeling the effects of lockdown. There's still restrictions in place. We're still hearing news every day of a new restriction, a new kind of just a new rule for us to follow or not follow, depending on what the government wants to say. So we decided to start this as a way to kind of connect with you guys, tell you guys exactly what we're doing to adapt, and also what we're doing to raise funds, raise our profile so we can reach more young people. Because as we know that young people are being extremely affected right now. If a vulnerable young person was having issues beforehand, or at risk beforehand, they're probably very, very likely to not be in a good position right now. But instead, we want to focus on the positive and show you guys that young people everywhere are doing incredible things. They are sparking our imaginations at the Children's Society, giving us ideas, but also showing us their passion for helping other people. So we've done this kind of virtual coffee and chat. I'm actually lying and I don't have coffee today. I have water because I had a migraine last night and I've been told not to drink caffeine. So if I get a bit grumpy halfway through, it's because I've not had my caffeine. But I'm sure I'll be fine. Thanks for caring. But anyway, so please do continue to comment. Tell us all who you'd like to hear from. Is there a particular young person's group that you know of because you're a keen supporter of the Children's Society? Perhaps you have a question for somebody. You have a question for Mark Russell, our CEO. You have a question for somebody who works directly with young people. You may even have a question for me. I work in fundraising and marketing. It's not very exciting. I don't know a lot of things, but that's why I'm here to kind of talk to you guys and see what you want to hear more about, but also to show you that the help that you give us, whether that is money, whether that is that you share a petition that we post on Twitter or other social media, or whether it is you just telling your friend about us. We want to say how grateful we are for you guys. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to reach the thousands of kids we do across the country. But also, I want to say thank you. And this is the difference you're making to young people's lives up and down the country. And there will be more young people that need our help. So we need to show that we are there to support them the whole way through. So without further ado, because I am just waffling like normal, I do want to introduce our guest for today. And I just want to say that we've had a bit of a drama this morning. The local hometown of these young people I'll be speaking to just had a power cut just beforehand, but thankfully they're all with us today. So I would like to introduce Rhys and Charlotte. Hey guys.
Hi.
So we've already said that there's been a bit of an issue this morning. Charlotte's mum's car broke down, but we're all okay. We're all here and we're all okay and safe, so it doesn't matter. So how are you both today?
I'm all right.
You're cool. I'm sure we're probably going to get lots of comments. Don't worry, I've already complimented Charlotte on her decorations in her room because I think I'd like to take inspiration rather than just having this grey wall. It's not very entertaining, my wall. But both both Charlotte and Rhys have different experiences with what we're going to talk about today. So Charlotte, can you tell me a little bit about what Doves is? What is the group?
The Doves group is just basically a group for teenagers like myself and younger people to just get together, and it gives you a sense of community and just a feeling of acceptance when you're around people who understand what you've been through, and if they've been through similar situations, and it's just like a nice little family, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hear that quite a lot from other people who've been in groups like this, is that it's mostly about having a feeling of acceptance and that everybody cares for you and there's no judgment as well. And you'll feel comfortable with each other, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So what kind of things has Doves done then?
Well, we've done all sorts, I think. Me particularly, I did that film. I'm pretty sure Doves have done things on the sidelines, but I don't know. That's all on the background. I don't know too much.
There's so much. That's the thing.
Yeah,
There's so much you guys have done. So you've already spoken a little bit about the group. Why is it really important to you, and why do you think it's really important that groups like this are around for young people?
For me personally, I tend to isolate myself a lot because I do suffer with depression.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and it's difficult, but it's so much easier when you're around people who do understand and are just there to help you.
And I think that's so lovely to hear, because young people can have so many things that happen to hit them, so many tough times and stuff, but that you have this group that you can just hang out with and be young with is really lovely to hear, and I'm so glad you've got so much out of it. You mentioned about a film. Now, a lot of people might not know what we're talking about. So can you tell me a little bit about the film? And don't worry, guys, we'll post about it later, and so you can watch it. But can you tell me a little bit about this film?
So the film we did was basically about teenagers and isolation from other people. For me, it was just trying to get it out there. Teenagers do tend to isolate themselves from other people because a lot of people suffer with severe anxiety, and it can make that really difficult. But if you start off with like a group like Doves that do have people who isolate themselves, Doves can help you get out there, and just makes you feel more comfortable with your surroundings, in my opinion. That's just all my opinion.
No, that's a great opinion to have. No, I think the film really, really struck me because it's a very honest storytelling as well. You've spoken about your what's happened to you, but also that that you're not alone in it, and that there's unfortunately thousands of children up and down the country who may be feeling lonely, especially now more than ever, that they're not being able to go to school and stuff. So it's I think the film was really lovely, and it's still so relevant to now, to show young people that there are other young people like you, and groups like this can help you all feel accepted and show you guys that there is people that care about you and also can share your experiences with. So the film, I heard that there was a little thing, there was almost a film night at a well-known cinema. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because it sounded really cool.
Okay, so They showed it. We decided to show it at the cinema because, and just invite a load of people because, it was on the big screen. It was like really exciting, and we got to see Shaun the Sheep. I personally wanted to see it, but we can't all have what we want.
It's really scary though.
I know, but I love it.
But that sounds amazing. So you guys got to choose a film, and the film that you all created was shown as almost like an advert.
Yeah, it was. It was
really
really cool.
How did it feel to have that on the big screen?
Embarrassing. Because me not used to putting myself out there. The others were like really excited, but I'm pretty sure some of them were actually quite shy about it. But it was just really weird. But we got free snacks, so.
Free snacks?
Yeah.
That's amazing. What kind of snacks?
I don't know. We got like free water and just like chocolate and like these massive giant like tubs of popcorn, and it was great.
Oh my God. Well, seeing as popcorn and sweets at the cinema is so expensive anyway, that's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
So what was your role within the film? You've spoken that you felt a little bit embarrassed, but you've said that it's because you're not used to putting yourself out there. So how did the filming process go for you?
For me, at first I was like nervous, like really nervous, but I eased into it, and then I just sort of got more comfortable with it, and I'm sure that was like with everybody else in the group, and we all just had like a great time.
Yeah,
it was really fun.
it sounds amazing, and you had each other around you as well, so it sounded like that you just had so much fun, and you were basically film stars for the day, which I could only dream of.
Oh yeah.
But what did the adults do though? Like, was it just you guys, or did the adults stay away?
Yeah, they were kind of pushed aside a little bit, and it was just basically me and everyone else, and yeah, they were just sort of in the background. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. But like, that's a lot of responsibility. So well done, you guys, for pulling it off. We've already had some people commenting about it, which we will talk about later. But why did you personally want to make the film?
For me, I thought it was a way to just boost up my confidence, and it was a way to just let other people know that they're not like alone, and it's weird because you do think you're alone, and nobody should really ever feel like that. That's what really it upsets me that other people think that they're alone, because they shouldn't. They shouldn't.
They should know that someone's always there.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, most people, if you're watching this, you are either you have been a child or you are a child.
Yeah.
So we all have had those moments where we feel like we're alone, but your film inspires others to know that there is a way out, but there's also it's that feeling is only temporary because people like you guys are fighting for a change. Now, we just had a comment says the group has been using their film to help other groups in the Bay campaign for more services. Their group has grown in size and they are driving it forward in the way they want it to be. It just shows what can be achieved when you get behind young people and support them in what they want to do. They know what needs fixing. And I think that is perfect because I'm not a child anymore, as much as I behave like one sometimes. I don't know from your experience, times have changed. I don't know what you guys need and what you guys want. It will just be guessing. So the fact that you guys have taken this film and you're driving a group as well, I think is just admirable. So we've spoken that the group has grown in size. we had Doves. You were part of Doves. For how long have you been part of Doves for?
Almost, I'd say like a year now.
Wow. And there's another group called Phoenix. What happened there?
Well, we wanted to change the name up, so we did, and now it's Phoenix.
I love the name.
Yeah.
I love the imagery of a phoenix because it is about rising up and from the ashes almost, and rising up and being bigger and better and prouder and brighter. I love the imagery, and I think that's really, really cool. I love it. Rhys, you're part of the Phoenix group.
Yeah.
Are you new? How long?
Pretty new. I think it's been about 5.5 to 6 weeks. since I've
Wow. So that is, you started that during lockdown then?
been- Yeah.
That must have been exciting, but also a bit difficult. So that sounds amazing how long you've done it for. Because I've said to myself, I'm going to do exercise every day. That lasted 3 days. So well done for keeping with the group. What kind of things do you do in the group then, especially during lockdown?
We just really it's basically like all of us are on a call and stuff, and Steve just asks us questions, and we just have to answer them, and we just get to talk to like people that are like us.
Yeah, that's amazing. I've heard you've done some really cool quizzes and everything as well.
Yeah, like sometimes we do Steve gets like these games, and we have to just answer the questions that he asks.
That sounds fun, especially at the moment when we've not been able to see our friends, our family. We've not been at school. I actually went into the office for the first time yesterday, so that's the first time in over 5 months. So it's amazing that you guys have this, that you guys can meet every week and chat to each other and have that regular interaction. What's been your favorite thing to do so far? Is there anything in particular?
Not in particular, but like one of probably my favourite things is like when we all join the call and like talk about basically doing the quiz nights.
That sounds really cool. How many of you are in the group?
I'm not actually sure, to be honest. I think it's like children. I think there's about 4 or 5 of us.
Oh, that's a really good amount then. So how does it make you feel? Because you joined after the film was created. How does watching the film make you feel?
I don't know. Like I guess like wanted is such. Yeah, wanted as in like yeah.
No, that sounds really that's perfect way to describe it. Does it kind of get you excited about other projects you could be doing as well?
Yeah.
Maybe you can make another film all about how you guys have coped during lockdown, because you know it's amazing that you guys have kept going through lockdown, kept talking to each other, and are so positive about it, because there's going to be adults up and down the country are still, they're not having the same interactions they're used to. So it's amazing that you guys have been having these quizzes and all things like that. Is there anything you're particularly excited about doing, or are you just really excited to actually physically see people?
Mainly like just physically see people, really.
Perfect. And have any of you guys, Rhys or Charlotte, have you done any work during like interviewing people, maybe?
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
interviewed people.
Can you tell, is this is this for jobs, or what is it for?
It's basically we're just interviewing them for like a job placement.
Oh, wow.
So I think like a counsellor,
Oh, cool.
because we always need more of them.
Definitely. We do. I've never ever interviewed somebody. I've always been interviewed for jobs. and it's quite scary being interviewed. How did you guys feel doing it?
It was alright, I think. Well, I felt alright.
Yeah. It seems like you're both really chilled and nothing. You're just like, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of them? Did you automatically know who your favorites were, or were you really interested in asking questions?
A little bit of both, I'd say.
Yeah, same. A little bit of both.
That's awesome. So therefore, new roles at Checkpoint, and Checkpoint is the service, isn't it, that you guys are part of almost. That's so apparently you set a load of questions as well for it. Was that really hard to ask questions?
I found it mainly like hard to think up of the questions, but I
Mhm.
didn't really ask many questions. I just listened.
That's important too. What about you, Charlotte?
I didn't ask too many questions either. I was more interested in like listening to their answers and seeing what they can come up with, and just looking at their body language in general, because you can tell a lot from a person by their body language.
You really, really can. Definitely. What kind of answers did you want? So was there anything in particular you wanted to hear from somebody who is going to be working with young people?
I would like to see what they can bring to the table, like if they have any new ideas or in what way they think they can help.
Yeah. Well, that's so important, especially coming from people like you who are going to be talking to them a lot of the time. There's no point, somebody could have all the qualifications in the world, but if they don't understand you guys, and if you guys are like, no, not our type of person, then they're not going to help you, are they? They're not going to help anybody.
Yeah.
So, so the managers obviously kind of have to make the decision, but obviously they really, really appreciated listening to your feedback about the people, which I think is such an amazing responsibility as well. How did you guys feel about being asked to do it?
I felt like pretty chilled, like, to be honest, because Steve was there and everything as well. So like, if we ever got stuck, then we could just ask him for help and stuff.
Yeah, it sounds so obvious, but also so you don't hear about it a lot, that how young people get involved. Like, I'm not sure if you know, but when we were interviewing the chief executive of the Children's Society, we got young people to ask questions, because at the end of the day, it's a young person charity. So you guys were leading the way for it, which I loved. So is there anything that you're particularly looking forward to in terms of maybe like next year or anything? Is there anything that you want more people to help you guys with? You want to do another film, do you think, or?
I would be willing to. I mean, I'd give it a try, but I'd let someone else take the reins, because I've already done it once. I don't want to do it again.
But they can use you for help because you've done it. You're an expert now. You're a film star.
I wouldn't say that.
What about you, Rhys? Would you want to be part of a film?
Yeah, because I mean, I guess like it would help like people to like accept me and like understand me better.
Wow, yeah. No, definitely. I think it's amazing that you guys have all these aspirations as well. And somebody commented and said that you had a lot of like counsellors, and you had the mayor coming to watch your film. Is that true?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, somebody's just commented saying they think that you're getting an award. Is that true?
I'm not too sure. Because apparently we're getting all sorts of awards, but it's all been put off by, like, COVID.
You just got so many awards, you can't keep track.
Apparently, I mean, I don't know. I don't care. This isn't me being humble. I just genuinely couldn't care less.
I suppose it's more the fact that you're just so happy that people are watching it, and
Yeah.
if if doing this film can help another person, then that must be an amazing feeling.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think we've spoken to Team Gold, and they had obviously organised so many things for this year, and loads of award ceremonies and stuff like that, and obviously that's been put off till next year. But I suppose that makes next year even special, like even bigger and better than ever, because you guys are going to be able to receive all these awards. Because especially Charlotte, you've been nominated a Young Campaigners Award.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, that's what I've been told, but it's really, again, I'm not too into awards. I'll take it, but
You'll need to start building a shelf for all your awards.
no. I'll give it to someone else. I don't need it.
But it's also a huge achievement for people, for the whole group. And then Rhys coming along after like 2 months ago, and he's been able to see all the amazing things you guys have done. And now he's going to be able to join in and bring new ideas to the table, which I don't know about you, but I'm so excited about to see where you guys go, what you guys achieve. I think it's going to be an amazing year for you next year.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I think we'll just put a pause on 2020 and we'll just start planning for next year already.
Yeah.
How about that?
Sounds like a plan to me. Tell you what.
How about you, Rhys? Are you excited for next year then?
Yeah.
And then start meeting people, because what is the weather like where you guys are right now? Because currently where I am, it's pouring down with rain, which always makes me sad.
It's raining here as well.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pouring it down.
oh my gosh. I mean, did you guys get the really, really hot weather last week?
Yeah, and I hated it.
It's too much, isn't it? Maybe in a few weeks, the weather could just be normal, and then we can start properly planning for next year and start planning like all these films you guys are going to make. I think for one, and I'm sure people are commenting right now saying how looking forward they are to it. I'm so pleased you guys took the time to chat to me. So thank you so much. Behind the scenes, we do a lot of prep for this, and I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about all these guys who come on. So Rhys and Charlotte have talked to me for hours before this. So, and you're giving up your summer holiday. So thank you so much for it. And I'd just like to say a huge thank you to Steve in the background as well, who's been able to organise all these meetings. And I'm sure everybody at home, whether you're in the office, wherever you're watching, has really, really appreciated talking to you guys. So thank you both. And we'll post the film later so people can watch it. And yeah, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who is excited to see what Phoenix does. Yeah. So thank you, everybody, and we will see you next week.
Yeah,
It'll be exciting.